So this will be Mini 1. This will be making, so I just said the Ranger helmet. We're going to do it with Xnurbs now, and you can see how much smoother and quicker it turns out. So we're going to start Xnurbs. Select this, select that, I'm going to select the guides. This is a guide, that's a guide, that's a guide, and that's a guide. Right click, done. Okay, turn off all our curves. We don't need them anymore. Well, actually, we need them still once. Draw the mirror. Merge them together. And then Alt 2 or Alt click. So I don't want this bubbly thing. That's why we do that first, because every time I try to do otherwise, here's a bubble thing. So I'm going to use that line, cut this. Don't need that anymore. Look, still solid. And now we don't need our curves anymore. And it doesn't get any smoother than that, because you don't have it broken up into a bunch of... I mean, I guess it could get smoother. I could have redone the lines. Well, you know, part of the smoothness is based off of... I was just trying to quickly get this done. Sorry, anyway. It doesn't get much smoother than that, other than just if you simply were more tactical with how you handled it. But pretty much follows that contour, and I can't believe I spent hours yesterday trying to get to this point of figuring this out. If you have Xnurbs, which costs $300, you might as well use it. That's the way I'm thinking. Is it complicated to have done with patching and lofting? No. But is there a reason that I gotta make this suffer? No. So remove that. Okay. Okay. I do see this line is a lefty line. I don't. You know what? I know what happens. It's a good lesson. That's what. We're going to extrude this first. Can't believe we forgot about that. Now, find Xnurbs. Okay. Select guides. Oh, one. There we go. Now this should be smooth. That was not bad. Okay. Close the roof. Cut it. Now it's perfect. Okay. Sorry, I totally forgot about that. So now it's smooth as hell. So, if you're wondering, now basically I just took what I had from yesterday and what's the line? There's one C, but you can't even see it. So, what I did was I took the same stuff that I did yesterday, and we just said, you know, the heck of it, we're going to use Xnurbs instead. So now you saw how much cleaner this looks with Xnurbs versus versus using patching and locking and stuff. It's just so much cleaner. Anyway, that said, so if I've seen some tutorials where they simply make the outside, and they make the front, and they make the back, and then they don't have this wire frame. So let me show you what it looks like when you don't have the wire frame. Now, in fairness, this was in part on me for not doing the zero thing. You know, we just saw that same issue. But that said, only the bottom part had the wire frame. When I was first working this, I had to remake the wire frame, and I didn't have it at the top. And you can see it just kind of does its own thing. So you have to have that wire frame going around, or else it's just gonna go for the closest smooth thing you can. You know, we gotta teach it, we gotta tell it where to go. So that's the only problem when you only give yourself the contours of, or the silhouette. There we go, silhouette of the portrait, the silhouette of the forward facing, and the side facing. Then when you go to loft and patch and stuff, it just goes for the shortest denominator. And you can try to use G2 and stuff to, like, you know, get it more smooth and rounded, but you're better off creating a framework like I showed you how to do in that last video. So if you don't have the 300 to drop on it, the last video, and you can see how I break it down and patch or loft each section, and then, you know, use the guidelines to keep it in place. And yeah, so this was just kind of meant to be a quick video, just to kind of, for me, to see myself and to show you guys the power of Xnurbs. Is this worth an extra $150? Up to you. I think it's extra $150. Anyway, like, subscribe, follow, all that. Later, everybody.